Something I've been thinking about lately is maybe I'm just not the type of person who's able to maintain a consistent, self-regulated daily routine. And the only way for me to get everything done that I want to get done in a day is to know who I am and accept that maybe change is key and a consistent routine just isn't for me. Hey, so it's day 4 of Magtober, and the prompt for today was to make a motivational poster. And so I don't know if this is exactly motivational to everyone, but I think this will be motivational to me because it's something I've been thinking about lately, and I think it's something that can help me maintain discipline in my life. If you're not new to my channel, then you'd know that almost every single video I make is about how I'm getting back into making art or how I'm trying to stop procrastinating. I'm able to be consistent after I make positive changes in my life, but the issue is at some point my motivation always drops, and basically no matter how good a change is in my life, I always return to my bad habits and I have to make changes all over again. And so what I've been starting to consider is that maybe forcing myself to stick to some consistent routine every single day isn't the answer. Maybe the answer is change. Because every time I change something, I seem to be more productive after it. And the longer I go without changing things, the more likely I am to lose motivation and return to my bad habits. So what I'm thinking is maybe if I keep freshening up my routine, I'll be able to stay consistent by being inconsistent, if that makes sense. Honestly, this is a pretty new idea I've been thinking about, and so I'm not exactly sure what it means for me yet, but what I'm thinking is that it might be useful to have, I guess, like a monthly overarching plan of things I want to get done, and then kind of know landmark places I need to get to by the end of the week, but then day to day, not plan out to the exact minute. Like I don't need to wake up at 7 a.m. every single morning or work until midnight. What I need to do is get a certain amount of things done every week. And so how I decide to plan out my weeks, honestly, I think has to come down to day to day. Some days I'm gonna wake up and wanna work immediately on something. Some days I'm gonna wake up and just feel exhausted and need that time to recuperate in the morning. I work 2 irregular jobs at restaurants, so I can't just force myself to wake up at the same time every morning. Some nights I don't get home till 11:30. Other nights I'm done work by 4 in the afternoon. So it's really hard to plan to do the same things every day at the same times when my days are already not structured. And maybe there's nothing wrong with that. All I'm saying is that I think I need a certain amount of structure, but I don't think that structure can be too structured. But for example, something I've noticed is that I honestly don't like painting a whole piece in one sitting. And so for a while, I was planning my days being like, okay, from 9 a.m. till 10 a.m., I need to work on my inktober piece for the day. That like big hour chunk of my day where I have to bring out all my paints and make a mess just seemed so overwhelming that I would keep putting it off till the end of the day. And what I realized is that if I just start by having a casual sketching session, later on in the day, at some point, I would be excited to paint that in. Once I had painted that, I would be eventually excited to start editing that footage and commentating on it like I'm doing right now. It's not really helpful to force myself to get it all done in one sitting. Honestly, what I'm learning is I think my brain is just not capable of sticking to something for long enough to do that. And so I get really overwhelmed with the thought of having to do something for honestly longer than 15 minutes. You know, maybe that says some things about my attention span, and I should definitely be working on them. But the fact is right now, at this point in my life, I have a bad attention span, and honestly, I've had a bad attention span for most of my life, and so just forcing myself to get over it isn't the way I'm gonna get stuff done. And at this point, it's more important for me to work with how I am than to fight against it because I want to be some other way, right? Anyways, so today is October 4th, and the prompt for today was to make a motivational poster. And with all these thoughts on my mind about, I don't know, how change could be the key to my routine, that's what I wanted to make the poster about. So I flipped through my sketchbook and I found this old quick sketch that I had made that I never turned into anything else, of these flowers and the petals are falling off and they turn into a fish. And I don't know, honestly, I had a lot of fun working on this, and I used like completely new techniques I've never tried out. It's something that I would love to revisit and make bigger, but considering the fact that, October forces you to fit painting sessions into one day that have to go around everything else you have planned for that day, such as work, which I have to go to tonight, I'm pretty happy with how this turned out. Anyways, so this is just a quick video. I just wanted to talk about what's been going through my head right now and what this piece is about, in case you were wondering why change is key is my motivational poster. I'll see you tomorrow for Magtober day 5. Bye.